Well, welcome back to Thoughts While Thinking. And you got to remember, these opinions are mine and mine alone and nobody else's. Not a way it keeps everybody out of trouble except me. And I hope I stay out of trouble. Uh, we may be rearranging some prejudices, but I think we're thinking in that 2% of the thinkers. And I hope that we are, and that if we think real true thoughts, we got to risk to being offensive because we may have some different opinions from somebody, and we may express those opinions. So we may offend somebody, but we don't really want to. But we're going to talk about life, and life changes without our permission. Dadgummit. But our attitude is what's going to determine how the ride's going to be. So if you want a good ride, we're going to have a better attitude. And there's signs all around about that changes up ahead. Caution, there's changes. And we change from the time we're little bumpkins till we get old. And we need to go through all those changes. So the only thing that's consistent is change. So we're looking at change. And don't be afraid of change. Change is going to be here whether you're afraid of it or not. So get used to it because it's going to change. And we don't want to let the past keep us from what the future has for us because we don't want to keep one foot in the past and the other one in the present, and you know what on the middle. And every day is a new day to change your life. And you got to look at that and think about that. And a good life is when you assume nothing, do more, lead less, smile often, dream big, laugh a lot, and realize how blessed you are. Now that's the way you accept change and make a good life. And you never know how strong you are until that's the only choice you got is being strong. And I'm strong because I had to be smarter, and I became smarter by mistakes, and I became happier because I've known sadness and I've known wiser forms of and all those lessons, and I'm just wiser for it and stronger. And change your thinking. If you got stinking thinking, change it to positive thinking, and your life will be better. So let's talk about changing our life. And true life is lived with teeny changes. It don't take great big changes to make a difference. So you change a little bit every day, and you get a little bit better every day. And you never regret yesterday. And your today is going to make your tomorrow better. So just think about that a little bit. And a wise man changes his mind. A fool never does. So I know lots of those fools out there that's got like minds, and they won't change their thinking no matter what's going on. But that's their deal, and I guess they have to live with it. And they just stay in that old life, and they don't ever get on to that new direction of a new life. So we just got to concentrate on that new life every day. Every day makes a new life. And the past should be left in the past because it can destroy your future, and live your life for what tomorrow has to offer, not for what yesterday's taken away. Now that's probably some of the best advice I can give, and I appreciate whoever thought of that. And without dreams, we're nothing, and without love, we feel nothing. And without God, we are nothing. So we got to just keep on the track and stay with it. And we got to cherish every moment and every person. And we never know when the last time we're going to see somebody, so we got to treat them right. And so we don't have any regrets. Now, that may be selfishly unselfish, but that's the way it is. And old Denzel Washington had it nailed down here. He says that some people never like you because your spirit irritates their demons, and so I hope I'm not irritating your demon. So anyway, we can move right along here, and you'll never change the world if you're worried about being liked. So you got to be yourself to be happy. You can't be somebody else. You're the best you that there is, and you're the second best to anybody else that you can be. So just be the best self you can be. And great change never come from a comfort zone. So they all come from a little difficulties and the lessons we learn. But those are great changes that we make. And if we don't pursue our dreams, then we'll build somebody else's dreams, and we've got to move on. So I'm an entrepreneur, and I believe in that. I believe in making my own dreams, and instead of working for somebody else. But anyway, that's just another deal. And there's 3 simple rules to life. And if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. And if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. And if you don't step forward, you'll always be in the same place. So that's the rules. and they're there whether you live by them or not. But that's what the rules are. And if you live by them, you're going to have a happier life. So the falls that we have and the skint knees and elbows and the stuff that we have provide us with the energy that propels ourselves to a higher level. So without a little adversity, we can't climb to a higher level. And if we're going to have a creative life, we got to forget about whether or not we're going to be wrong. Sometimes we're wrong, sometimes we're right, but we've got to be creative and move forward. And, we to get this gender business going, when the village stopped raising their kids is when the parents started worried about them correcting them. Well, we got to messing with those kids. That's a different subject we'll get into later, but we got to watch it and think about it. And, we started tearing our Constitution up back in 2008 and in there. And President Obama was the one that started dividing those police and starting a war on the police and trying to put a wedge between the blacks and the whites. And so we are living under that right now. And we got to remember that the guys that wrote that Second Amendment, they didn't just get back from a hunting trip. They just finished liberating a nation. And you got to think about that. That's what that Second Amendment's for. And we're just tossing our Constitution over the cliff. We're just doing away with it. And it's been happening for quite a while. And it's on both sides of the fence. They're just chipping away at our Bill of Rights, and they've been doing that since the 1900s or maybe the late 1800s. So we got to do something about that. We got to start changing term limits or something. But we got to get back to the Bill of Rights, because that's where our pursuit of happiness and freedom comes in. And the president's got all the king's horses and all the king's men working for him. All the media and everybody is just ditto, and they making it work. And that's the way we're losing because of the graft and stuff and the support of the media. And that's my thoughts while thinking, and probably rearranging a few prejudices, but it's adios amigos, and we'll see you on the flip side.